Here is the turn signal switch, and it is behind the steering wheel, airbag. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. You gotta remove these three 5.5 millimeter to get this cover off. There they are right there. Here it is, exposed. Next, remove the steering wheel and airbag. Here's the bolts holding the airbag. You take these little caps off. But first, disable the airbag by removing the fuse. Once you've disconnected the battery, remove the airbag fuse. Go ahead and take an 8 millimeter and remove both of the airbag bolts holding it in. Once you have the bolts removed, disconnect the yellow clip, which is the connector for the airbag. Once you have the airbag out, 21 millimeter, take the steering wheel off. You may or may not need a puller. We'll find out. If a puller is required, this is how it's going to look. Find the right threaded bolt to go into the steering wheel housing. Let's get the steering wheel off. Steering wheel's loose. Now it'll slide right out. Here's the clock spring. We don't want this thing rotating, so the best thing to do is just tape it together so it doesn't move or spin. There's a couple pieces of tape holding it in position. There's 3 screws, Phillips, holding clock spring in. Once you remove these screws, there's a connector down here. It goes all the way underneath the dash. And so you gotta disconnect this. Also an airbag connector because it's a yellow connector. Once you have that one, you fish it out through this hole, and then there's another connector on this other side that you have to disconnect and fish it through as well. Here it is out, the connectors, the tape holding in place for easy reinstallation. Alright, in order to get to these 3, you either need a shallow or a thin wall rather socket, or take your drill and make the holes slightly bigger like I did to get to the bolts all the way down there. It's also a 5.5 millimeter. Take off the 3 connectors, one there, and one there. New switch installed and connected. Next, clock spring. Run the wires back through the switch and connect them back up the connectors. Once you have the 3 screws connected or put back together, remove your tape and put your steering wheel back on. Steering wheel is back on. Tighten the 21 millimeter nut and connect or reinstall the airbag. Once you have the airbag connected, reinstall the 2 bolts on both sides. Now we need to finish by putting the steering column covers back on the top and bottom here. Reconnecting the battery. Thanks for watching my video on how to replace the turn signal switch. The application was a 97 Saturn SL2. Remember to like and share. Have a good day.